really, really go and get that PhD until you become a doctorate in that bitch. They don't tell people these things.
No, they
You know what I'm
don't.
saying? They don't. They go get your high school
However,
diploma, dun, dun, dun.
is that really their job?
No, that's the parents, and you should
Thank
be,
you.
self
Your
awareness and
first
your interests
your first
going into it.
teacher
But they
is at
should.
home.
But I feel like they should at least tell you,
Tell you
make a
what.
connection.
So there are certain teachers that are out there that would talk to you on the side, but then they, teachers have to stick to the
And they don't
curriculum.
want us to, really
You did you watch
progress.
Serafina?
A long, long time
Did
ago.
you see what happened to Whoopi Goldberg when she got
That was
off of the
that
curriculum?
was 100 years ago.
Listen,
Didn't they
that is one of
go
my
in,
favorite movies, so I still have
I remember
the VHS.
the dust part. Do you?
I do. I definitely still have the VHS of Serafina, and I have the DVD.
Missionaries or something in that.
No, she was a teacher in
I gotta go look
South
that one
Africa,
up. I
in
remember
Soweto.
it was in Africa,
In Soweto, South
and it was
Africa.
like dusty and things.
It was around the time that Mandela was in jail, and Whoopi Goldberg was one of the teachers that kind of was against all the war, the fighting, the rebellion,
Yeah,
all
I
that.
remember that.
And so she was teaching the students about their history, the true history of Soweto, South Africa. And once the officials, the higher ups, got word of it, they killed her.
I gotta go back. I
You gotta
remember
watch it.
vaguely.
Serafina,
I remember
love,
that from like the
love,
90s.
love that
yeah,
movie.
that was
That is one of my
good
favorite
movie.
movies.
I
Freedom
remember.
is coming tomorrow. Freedom,
Wasn't they, like,
freedom,
dancing? I
freedom,
kinda
freedom. It
remember
was
that
definitely a
scene.
musical, but I love musicals. So if you're not into musicals, you might not
Yeah, I don't
like
really like
it.
musicals too
But
much.
it's lit. It's a lit musical because
I remember it
you
was
feel
good.
you feel the pain of
That was from like the 90s.
you feel the pain of the
right?
kids, what they're going through in the schools.
The 80s or the
It was
90s?
definitely the 90s
The
because
90s.
we
Yeah, I
were born in
remember
the
that
80s.
movie.
But that's not what we're here to talk about
True
today.
that. True that. True
So-
that.
Let's wheel and come again, selector. Welcome to Pandagasms, baby.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Thank
I
you.
am your hostess, Panda. This is the Lovely Pandagasms podcast. And today we have our returning guest, Miss Shandu of Sacred Changes.
Yes, that's me.
Welcome
That's
back.
me.
Welcome back.
Thank you for
For
having me
those
again.
of you,
The blessing.
it is a blessing. It is a blessing because this time we're on a different page.
Yes.
But we're going to give the people a little bit of feedback from when you were here the last time. So if you watch Pandagasms, our last episode with the lovely Shandu, it was titled The Crash Out. And it was a very traumatic experience
totally
that she
crashed
was
out.
transparent enough with us, and we appreciate your transparency. But you turned that power, that pain into your power, into your passion, and you poured into yourself. Do you want to revisit the conversation of the last podcast, or do you just want to dive into how that experience brought this, the
Well, that
rebirth?
experience didn't really brought this. It just kind of brought more focus and self-awareness and boundaries and other things. But whatever you want to, it's fine. I took my grounding oil. So let me tell y'all about my grounding oil. This oil right here.
Wait, can you
I
pin
put
that
this
thought?
on. So I'm okay. We're going to talk about it later, but I put this on.
And
So
I put
I'm
on the
okay.
self-love oil today
So
because
I'm
it
okay.
smells
Whatever you
so,
wanna
so, so, so
do.
pretty.
Whatever you want to talk about, we could talk about.
All right. Ready? Okay. So now that we have Miss Shandu back here and she is bringing her lovely products of Sacred Changes, we're going to dive right into that because that's what we came to talk about. How sometimes in life things happen and you just got to be like, you know what? Let me just pour back into myself because that's where love really begins, when you pour into
Yeah,
yourself.
that's where I pivoted, you know?
Yeah.
I have a thing on my Instagram page that says the blessing is in the pivot. So like that crash out, much like the concussion injury at work, like, you have these major life events and you're like, oh my goodness, what is this? Woe is me. But like, it's all for a lesson.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so that's what, to me, the crash out really was. It was a lesson for me to like go back and look at yourself. Like, you doing too much for these people that ain't doing nothing for you. You know what I mean? Like, you self-betrayal, self-abandonment. I was doing all of that. Like, myself told me, the discernment told me, leave these people alone, but I didn't because let's see how this is going to play out. And I mean, we, in the last, episode, what was it? It was, you know, he put his hands on me. There was a lot of instances where I should have just left that situation alone, but I didn't. So, you know, the spirits, the universe, God, the creator, however you want to call it, you know, God. You know what I'm saying? It was like,
Ja
listen, Rastafari
Rastafari.
said, right. Okay, she's not listening. Boom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some big thing to make me like pay attention to myself. And that's what happened with that. You know what I'm saying? And then what happened with that? So then, yeah, that made me go through self-awareness. Like, oh my goodness, I went through that whole thing. Like, you got to look at yourself. You had a part to play in that. You allowed that. You know what I'm saying? So then it's like, what you going to do? You need more boundaries. You know, from that, I started Googling all type of shit. Let me tell you, because I said, oh, we done crashed out. Let me start asking Chat GPT. You know, I done named him Chauncey.
She did. And that's the kicker for me. She named Chat GBT Chauncey.
I talked to him so
His name
much.
is Chauncey.
Chauncey. Okay?
I love that.
Because, you know, he seemed kind of British, or, you know. He's kind of British, you know, to me in my mind. Although, anyway.
So Chauncey.
So I started talking to Chauncey about like, you know, my state of mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, why am I crashing out? So then I learned about the different. Well, I didn't learn about it because I went to school for survival. I went to school for psychology. I have a bachelor's in it. So it's like I'm familiar with the different states. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh, so you was like totally in a survival state, crashed out. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to learn to cycle. That's what I learned. That a lot of us are stuck in our like we don't cycle through things. Excuse me, like you said earlier, like we don't process, we don't like take the time to, you know what I'm saying? I forget what your exact words was, but basically we don't take the time to process things. You know what I'm saying? We just try to distract ourselves.
React.
Yeah, react. That's what should be react. But you got to take a step back and like look at the situation and process it. You know what I'm saying? And cycle through. You know what I'm saying? Like don't get stuck in that trigger. You know what I'm saying?
Do you want to revisit the conversation we had off air just so people can be caught
Which
up?
one?
She's like, which one? We had a whole bunch.
Right.
This is true. About like evolution and evolving and
Go ahead.
okay.
I'm here
So
for it.
prior to us
that.
coming into the studio to record, we're very into astrology. So we were saying how this is the year of the Aquarius, and usually, you know, if you're into astrology with Aquarians, they're air signs and they're pretty much free beings. They kind of like just go with the flow of things, which is cool. However, this specific year, it's for, because they go with the flow, they have to actually grow and evolve with that flow that they're going with. And a lot of times that's a struggle for our fellow Aquarians to, you know, set those boundaries, to have the discipline, to stay grounded. You know, because they kind of like to go with the flow. And there's nothing wrong with that until
we are like the air signs.
Right. And there's nothing wrong with that until, you know, people start to play in your face.
Yeah.
And then that brings the crash out. Right? So we were just talking about that on how this year a lot of things have been coming out into the open. And that's because people have to take accountability and work on that. If you're not accountable, you're going to be stuck in that circle of whatever it is you're going through. You're always going to be going through things.
Yeah, and people
if you don't know how to be accountable, self-accountable,
so like,
self-awareness, the boundaries.
It got me excited here.
I know.
So like,
I could tell.
So like astrology, we're talking about astrology, and in my business, Sacred Changes, I use astrology as a healing tool. You know what I mean? So like everybody's chart is different on how you're going to go about things, right?
Right.
So like me crashing out and people's like, oh, don't put your business on Facebook and da-da-da-da-da. In my chart, it says that I need to yell and scream and do shit. Like that's what it says. Like I need to get it out. And then there's another part of my chart that says do what makes me feel alive. So if I feel like this is the right thing to do, I'm going to do it. Because I'm a reasonable person, though, for the most part. You know
I am so glad that you put that in for the most part.
I'm a reasonable and understanding person. So if I flip out on something, it's like because it really is.
So just to pin that.
You know what I'm saying?
I am not upset about your crash out. I think it was absolutely valid. I just want to
yell and scream.
I just want to put that in there.
And kick.
I just want to put that in there. That crash out was absolutely valid. It was valid. However, simultaneously, I was one of those people that I was like, baby, take this down.
Yeah,
I was. And she was like, no, I am not taking it down.
Because you know what? I usually suppress my voice. This is the thing in my chart. It's like I need to express my emotions. I need to get things out because I usually suppress my voice. That usually makes me isolate, become depressed. No, I'm not. I was not doing that this time because
Right.
I did so much work in myself that I'm like, nah, I'm not going back into woe is me in depression state. And like, I do like to be alone. Like, I'm a loner. I like to be inside and do my own thing. But like, in those states, I'm like depressed. I'm not doing, I'm not creating. You know what I mean? You're just like in your mind
In your
stuck. But I'm like,
yeah.
no, I got it out. So I was able to process it. Like I got it out. Had I not done that, I probably would have been stuck inside, not
Right.
processing,
Any of
distracting
it. Yeah.
myself, going outside, partying, watching movies, TV, all type of other thing, eating food. Well, I was eating food clearly, but but it was
She
healthy
said no, I was
eating.
eating.
You know what I'm saying? It was healthy eating. You know what I mean? So I processed it. That's how I
Right.
process. Everyone is different how they do
Absolutely.
things.
Absolutely. And with that, you were able to pour back into yourself, into your
Absolutely.
passion.
Yes.
And what did you bring us here? You got us some goodies?
Okay, so I was
What you
talking
got?
about the grounding oil.
Yes, let's bring it back
Right.
to the grounding oil.
So
We pinned that. Revisit. Talk
the
about it.
grounding oil is made out of like olive oil, and then it has other essential oils to help you stay like calm. Like we were talking about, it has cedar wood in it. It has vetiver. Those are all very like heavy grounding oils. There's some other oils, and I ain't gonna tell y'all all my business. You know what I'm saying? But those are the main oils that helps you to stay grounded. So I was thinking about this. I'm like, yeah. When I did the pop up the other day, well, a couple of months ago, the lady was like, "Yo, this grounding oil has saved some people," and I'm like, "No joke, no lie, no NBS." Let me, watch my mouth this episode.
AV appreciates that.
Right.
Thank you.
Watch
Thank you.
my mouth, and I'm grounded. It helps you to stay calm. Like
Yeah.
if you going, try. I was thinking about parents. I said, "Damn, it's back to school. Everything be about these kids. What about the parents?
Right.
We
Them
need
kids is good.
something because we on the road. You know how much the traffic done bill up. You waiting
Listen.
there like, we need something. So this grounding oil is perfect. You know what I'm saying? Put that on in the morning. You got a meeting. You got to go deal with that boss, that somebody you don't want to deal with. This is the perfect oil for that. You know what I'm
Great.
saying? So I
Real
made
quick,
that.
before we jump into another product. AV had a fantastic question prior to us recording. And off camera, you guys had a fantastic conversation for the science people.
Right behind the things,
Behind
right?
the
products.
science behind the products and how
Yeah.
they actually work and why they work, things of that nature. Because he was like, you know what, I get it, but I don't get it.
Right.
And we are definitely people, when we don't understand something, we have those conversations
Yeah.
to get the understanding. So we'd be like, oh, okay, that makes sense. And then we can make that decision on whether we want to rock with it or we don't. So for the people that don't have much understanding of how it affects the body, would you mind enlightening them? The same way you gave the
okay,
conversation with
so
our wonderful.
plants have benefits,
Mm-hmm.
right? Some plants are like hot, some plants are cold, different type of things. Like, so you have plants like lavender that are calming.
Right.
You have things like ginger, and then they're like different. You have roots, you have stems, you have flowers, different parts of the plants that are used for different things, right?
Right.
But so you have all these different plants, they do different things. Lavender is a calming plant, which is like kind of like a nervine or an adaptogen, like help your nervous system, help you adapt to different situations. Chamomile is also one of those type of plants that
Calming.
help you to calm yourself down.
Ashwagandha.
Ashwagandha is
You know, I
another
love
one.
me.
These are, and so
I so vouch
while
for
I
my
was doing my
ashwagandha.
research with Chauncey, let me tell y'all, if y'all ain't using Chat GPT or some form of the AI something, you really need to, because Google got to go through all them pages and find which is a scholar, which one you could really rely on. You don't know. Chat GPT or the AI is going to scour the whole internet and give you the information. So when I started, like we're talking about, looking up the nervous system, what do I need to help myself calm down and get out of the survival state and get to a relaxed state? Nervines and adaptogens, lavender, chamomile, ashwagandha, holy basil. They also call that tulsi. You got lemon balm. You got skullcap. You got sativa avena, and they all do different things.
Look how she's listing
You know what I
these
mean? Like they all
herbs.
do different things.
They
Like some
do.
are, working with your brain. Some are working with like your gut. Like holy basil works with like your vagus nerve. So like the vagus nerve is really what we need to work on because it runs from your brain to your gut. You know what I mean? And so your brain, and we understand that the mind and
the science
the gut
people, for the
has a
science
connection.
people.
So if you work on toning that's what they call it, vagal tone. That's when you get it like in a calm state. So if you work on getting that nerve, like calm, you know what I mean? Like you'll be all right. You will be
Right.
able to handle stress. Like now, when I take my herbs, I can handle the stress. Holy basil is one of those things. Works your brain, your gut. You're not hungry. The cortisol, your belly ain't too big. You know what I'm saying?
Helps
It has
reduce the
different
stress. Yeah.
components. You know what I mean? What's another one?
So that was.
Damiana.
So wait, real quick,
Damiana is another good one
because
too. It's an aphrodisiac. Let me just get that in there. If you're having
throw it in there.
a libido issue for the women especially or the men, yeah, get
What's it
some more.
called? One more
It's
time.
mostly for women. And I don't know
For
if
the
men should
libido?
take it.
What's the name of the-
Damiana, Damiana.
Okay. So here's the
It
thing.
gets you heated.
Here's the thing. You know, you holistic healers, we got to protect y'all. So we don't want to put too much of that out there.
What, the
Let-
herbs that I just said?
Yeah,
No,
because-
I'm gonna.
because
That
you
has to be
know-
out there. Those herbs
I
that
know,
I listed
I understand
off,
that, but
I don't use those in my
don't do
products. I
too
take
much
them.
because then you won't be able to make business.
Yes, I will.
So you guys, let's go on to the next product. So we got the grounding oil.
Right. we
As you
got-
see, she's very well versed in what she's selling
the
here.
grounding oil. What else is in here?
Go ahead.
This is Happy Days, so I don't even really know what's in here. I think golden.
I know it's a whipped cream and it feels really nice and smooth on
This
your
is a
skin.
body butter with golden
beautiful.
sands. It's mostly so like colors also play a significant role in healing. So like those what's are like golden color things. Golden seal, it's all golden something, right? What else is in here? This Radiance face lotion. This is very good for keeping your complexion clear. People always tell me like, "Oh, you look great. Your skin is great." Like I use this. This is great. It has shea butter in it, and it has some castor oil, frankincense, which is good for your skin. Jojoba is also in that. Jojoba oil is also in that. Then I have some bath salt. So let me tell y'all something. When you having a bad day, salt
Do you want to smell any of it?
salt really is like your best friend. Like in my work, I do incorporate some spiritual things because I am a spiritual person. Salt isn't like you could use salt to do so much. Like if you're having a bad day, like get some salt and wash your hands with it. Wash your foot off with some salt. Wash your face, like put it in your hand and like rub it on your body. You know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna remove negativity. So all of my products, yeah.
Oh, AV, you need a mic.
I just, is it Epsom salt? Or
You can use Epsom salt. Epsom salt has like minerals in it. You can also use sea salt. Epsom salt is good because it has magnesium and other things in it for your muscles. But that's also good for clearing. But sea salt is really good because we West Indian. They say go chuck off into the sea
And go and take a
That's
sea bath.
salt. You know what I'm saying? Like get a bucket, put some sea salt and pour some water in it and pour it over yourself in like emergencies. Like oh my gosh, I'm gonna lose it. The fuck. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? You
It's
could
okay,
use sea salt.
it's okay.
But this, I have some sea salts here. This one is self love. It has it has chamomile and geranium in it. It smells wonderful. There's some black salt in there. This one is a relaxing one. This one has
Oh
lavender
my God. This is
and
orgasmic.
roses and
Yo,
yeah, this one smells good too.
this is extremely orgasmic. AV, get over here.
Like yeah. So like I like the self
You
love one. So like
guys.
yeah.
This is
We have that.
amazing.
Then I wanted to talk about this pain oil because it's very versatile. So I also have this pain oil that so I had changed the label. That's why
See?
you don't
AV, isn't it amazing? Hold on,
this-
Shandu. Wait.
He's smelling that. I wish
See, doesn't it smell good?
yes, you could just pour that in your tub or in a bucket or something, pour that over.
Do you want to smell the healing
Put it in
oil?
a foot soak.
The grounding
You know what I'm saying?
oil.
The
Hold
healing
on.
oil.
That's the grounding oil. Take a little
What's
pump
that?
of
That's
that.
the grounding oil.
That's the
yeah.
grounding oil.
That's
Take a quick
also a
pump.
heal. Everything
your
I
hands
make
together.
is very
Rub it
much
in your hands.
healing. It's all for a purpose. It smells
And then
good,
the
but
Radiance
it's for a
lotion.
purpose.
This is the nourishing
for your
moisturizer.
face,
This is
yeah.
for your face and
It
body.
also has turmeric in it, so it's good for like.
You're gonna go home to your wife smelling amazing. I
Turmeric,
know.
that's for your face, like
Hopefully
a
she's
face
watching the
cream.
live so she won't think you're cheating. It's not. It's not another woman, baby. It's just us.
This therapeutic healing oil. Yeah, that smells so wonderful, doesn't it? You could put it on your whole body. I put it on my whole body.
All right. All right.
This healing oil though I made during COVID. This was the first thing I made back in COVID because I was massaging then and I couldn't go into nobody's house, so I made this oil. And so, what you want to say? My neighbors, the guys around the way, The brothers around
The
the way. They
friends.
named it Dew in a Bottle. That's
What is? Wait, what is it called?
they called it Dew in a Bottle.
Dew in a
Shandu in a
bottle?
bottle. But I
Oh,
named it
Shandu
Therapeutic
in a bottle.
Healing
Got
Oil.
it.
Like that's the hood name, Dew in a Bottle. Because they was like, it smelled like me. It's like me in a bottle. I don't know. But so that
wait,
oil is
hold
really
on.
good for pain.
This what you smell like?
And women, that's what I don't know. They don't really know what I smell like. I don't know. Maybe they
you
do.
wear
I don't
this
know.
oil? That might be what they mean.
I use that for pain. When I have a headache,
Okay,
I
when
put
you
it
have
in my
pain,
locks.
okay.
When I have my daughter uses it when she's having her menstrual cramps. I have another customer who uses it. She
Therapeutic
has
healing
what do you call
oil.
that thing? Endometriosis. Is that when you
Yeah,
have the bad? Yeah, she
endometriosis is
uses
really
that.
bad.
Men use it in their beard. Another man told me he used it on the back of his foot. It made his foot bottom real nice and soft. So it's kind of like a versatile oil for a lot of things.
Okay.
But it was the intention was for pain and relaxation, and it definitely does that. It has arnica and chamomile and a whole host of other things in there. Um, I wanted to tell y'all people about blue. Y'all know blue?
Yes.
You know blue?
Your bathe in blue, or
You
you wash
bathe
your
in
clothes in
so
blue.
I have some blue mixed with camphor because I also do spiritual baths. I have a sweet bath here for like, you know, you want to sweeten your life. You could do certain things. I also have a bath if you want to like, you know, take off some things. Just a bath. I ain't doing too much, you know. Oh, and then I have these little products. These little what do you call these things?
Hand cream.
Ham cream body butter for your
me
bag.
see.
This one is Nag Champa. This one is the grounding oil, but in body butter. You can have this. You can have this
I love how Nag Champa
because
smells.
you like the oil.
Wait, which one is
You're
that
welcome.
one?
That one is sweet
Is that Nag
ground-
Champa? I know it's yours, but what's the scent?
It's
Sweet.
like the oil, but it's in body butter.
Oh,
and
got
it
it.
smells
Okay.
just a little bit sweeter.
Got it.
And then you know I make soaps. I make these soaps, and all the soaps have a purpose. Like you have self love. This one has cedar wood. This brown one, which is grounding. I don't remember what this is, but because you know what,
And the
I
packaging is so
started out,
pretty.
you know, it's something also doing business. You learn these things, you know, you do and you learn. And I'm like, you didn't even individually label these things. You don't know what really is what. But what does it say on it?
It says very grounded, very relaxed, very much loving on me.
So that's what it is. A lavender, a relaxation, and a self-love. That's what it is.
and it's packaged so pretty.
And I also make candles. Amanda, this candle is for you. You remember when you came over and you was helping me? But you left and you never got the candle. And
You have no idea. This is both me and Angela need this.
We did need this today.
you're
we
welcome.
absolutely needed this today.
Absolutely. Self-love heals trauma.
Yes.
Come on, y'all
Let me
know I'm
see.
a
Can I
whole
smell my
vibe.
candle?
This was
Because
your
she's
candle.
so right. It's
You
so
left it.
funny because that day that we were creating content, it was such a good day.
Oh, and this is the cashmere rose. When I made this, I was just kind of playing around with like fragrances, and I didn't write down what I did, and so trying to
am-
replicate it has been
listen.
crazy. You're gonna bring this home to your wife, okay?
AV, you gotta smell this.
Bring this home to your wife.
This smells amazing, Shandu. Smell this, hobby.
It's also like prosperity in here too.
Oh my God, I'm
Yeah.
going to so burn that candle
So
tonight after I
I'll be home
bathe.
doing things.
Yes,
you know?
I'm so proud of you.
And so this is what self-love heals trauma. When you love yourself, you know what I'm saying, and you accept yourself for who you are, your light and your darks, your shadow, like, you know.
And what I've. Hey, you so silly. You so silly. Y'all so silly. She said, I hope so. I am loving
I think
this.
that's all I have in here.
That's everything that you have in there.
Yeah.
So wait, what's this book? What are these
Oh,
books?
so these are just my books that I have, like my philosophy, Sacred Changes. We believe
Okay.
that life itself is sacred. Every change, whether it arrives as joy, heartbreak, loss, or renewal, carries within it the power to transform. This is self-love heals trauma.
I love it.
And the name Sacred Changes, because that's what, like, life is sacred. Like, we came here, we're all here for a reason. God sent us here, we're sacred. I don't care. Don't make nobody tell you nothing. You
Right.
holy, you sacred. God said for you to be here right now.
Right.
And all the things you're going through is for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
To
You have
teach you something, for
Yeah.
you to transform, you know what I mean? For you
to
to
evolve. Because
You know what
the
I'm
only
saying?
thing in
That is
life
what
that's
it is.
constant is change.
It's change.
You have And the thing about change is sometimes it's for the better, sometimes it's for the worse. But one thing is gonna happen is something's gonna change.
And you either
You
gonna
just
look
hope
at it
it's
and
for the
for
best.
positive to learn, or you're gonna be like, "Woe is me."
Right.
You know what I mean? And you should look at it like, okay, I'm supposed to
What
learn
can I learn
something
from this?
because that's really what it's about.
It absolutely
Even if it's
is.
the hardest lessons, like my hardest struggles, I look back now like, oh yeah, I give thanks for that. My mother busting my ass, I'd be telling her like, thank you. One summer she locked me in the house, took my keys. They had bars on the window. I forgot what I did, but I couldn't get out. And when I look back at it, I'm like, thank you, because what would was I gonna be running the streets? Was I gonna become a statistic? You know what I mean? Like it saved me. You know what I mean?
In that moment, yeah,
You know?
from something.
We give thanks.
We give thanks for everything, the good, the bad,
The ugly.
the ugly. You have to. Because
that-
in all of that, there's a lesson to be
So
learned.
that crash out was like the ugly, and from it, like I remember Harvey was like, "Oh, you looking good, you glowing." Like that crash out did you good. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? I really did become like kind of I did transform. My cousin did something the other day. Usually I would have went off. She said, "Damn, Shang." I said, "I know, cuz." She said, "You really doing good. You heal." I said, "Yes."
I'm proud of you.
Because, normally crazy, Akeisha would have came out.
Listen, we
Saying,
named her alter ego.
Akeisha.
Her name is Akeisha.
Do we need to rename the episode?
No, we do not need to
Right.
rename the episode. We will
Akeisha.
we like to keep Akeisha under wraps.
Akeisha's coming out. Akeisha came out and
Because
showed her
when
ass.
Akeisha and Veronica get together, it's usually not a good thing.
Right.
So as long as Veronica stays under wraps and Akeisha stays under wraps, all is well in the world.
You know what? Speaking of Veronica and Akeisha, and we're talking about healing, I want to talk to people about like naming things.
Yeah.
So a lot of times we don't know how to like put names on things, like
And
the
we shouldn't.
emotions, whatever. Like once you can name it, you can heal it. Like even if you put up a name on it and call it Apple, say like Apple acting up. You know what I'm saying? Like you could now heal Apple.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because now you put a name on it and you know the presentation of Apple, like your triggers, for instance. You know what I'm saying? Like you may not know, but you're like, oh yeah, every time this little situation happen, here come crazy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's not bring that
Like,
out. Yeah,
Let's try to
let's
work
not.
around that. Let's do something
How can
better
I handle
next
this
time.
situation better?
Right. And your natal chart will tell you.
Oh, yes. Wait, before we jump into
Your
the natal
chart
charts,
will tell you.
hold on. Before we jump into natal charts, she's also been, don't forget, your affirmations that you've been posting on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
If y'all listen to her voice, okay?
Oh, I'm hot.
Yes, you are. Come let me blow you, baby. But anyway, she has these affirmations that are on YouTube, right? Because I subscribe to her page. And
need
when
some
I
more
get that
subscribers.
notification, I be like, Lord,
That's
honey.
also in my birth chart.
What, being a
Also
sex phone
in my-
operator?
no, for my
Oh.
voice.
Because, girl.
No, my voice.
What about
My
it?
voice is healing according to the chart, and you've told me that, and other people have also told me that.
It's very
It's
therapeutic.
very like
and
I don't know. I didn't really
her-
like my voice, but
when I
had
listen to her
embrace it.
affirmations on YouTube, I'm like, okay, this is my friend. I know her.
Right,
know
we gotta
her.
get the technology.
I know
going.
her.
I need a master class.
I know her. I be saying that. Where can they find you?
Right now, it's on Self Love Heals Trauma, but I'm going to change that over to Sacred Changes because I need to be consistent.
I like that.
So,
Consistency is key.
Yeah, we need to
Consistency
be
is key. Consistency builds
All the
character,
things.
brings you your tribe.
Yeah,
And you know what? Also, too, I believe
absolutely.
when people are transparent, that also brings you your people. Because at that moment, they're either judging you or supporting you.
right, and if
Because-
you're not for me, move.
Right. Because if you're going to judge me, go over
Somebody
there.
can come in.
That's fine.
Make room
I
for
probably already
things.
heard this judgment statement anyway. But then there's people that are like, you know what? I've been through that. How can I support you?
Right,
How are you feeling?
Right.
How are you doing?
right,
You know,
right.
there's those people that'll be like, that was life. And you handled that gracefully.
But you know what, too? People are not vulnerable. You have to
Yeah.
be vulnerable.
In
Like I
order-
had to learn, like you have to be vulnerable and you have to
I'm
like,
still working on that.
huh?
I'm still working on that
Yeah.
too.
Me too in some
Yeah.
cases, but
Yeah.
you have to like I don't feel okay. Even to say like, yeah, I'm not having a good day.
Yeah.
Some
A
people
lot of
like,
people
yeah, I'm
do.
cool, I'm good.
Yeah, that's me. People are like,
I'm
"Hey, you
good.
good? I'm good. I'm okay, even when I'm not okay." I tell that to
Like,
people all the time. I'm okay.
You have to have a safe person.
Right.
That's part of it. You need to be, be able to express yourself to somebody safe. That's not gonna like throw that in your face or laugh at you or tell you something that you're
Or
gonna want to
dismiss
slap them
it.
down. You know what I'm saying?
Things of that
But
nature.
you need somebody safe. But like we do need to learn to like express ourselves because we don't. Especially coming from the Caribbean, like we was not
Right.
express yourself. What is that?
You don't have time for that.
Nobody don't care about your feelings. Be seen, not heard. Hello.
Listen. Listen, we're not gonna.
You know
Well,
what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
we could talk about that because that is very traumatic on having
This
to,
is but
suppress
see,
your
okay,
emotions
so
and
like,
feelings.
I will say for like the crash out, right? That brought up a lot of things to me. You know what I'm saying? It felt like I'm not seen. I want to be seen. You're not seeing me. You know what I'm saying? You're not hearing me. I've been telling you the same shit all the time. You're not hearing me. You making me feel now like reverting back to when I was a kid trying to tell somebody how I felt about something and nobody didn't want to
Wanted to
listen to
listen
me.
because
you
you
know
was
what I'm
a
saying?
child.
And now I'm an adult. I could fucking lash out if I want to. Excuse my French. I could lash out if I want to. As a kid, I couldn't. But as an adult, I could do what I want. So
You can, but it comes with consequences.
with
I'm so happy that you
consequences,
didn't
yeah.
get no
It
jail
definitely
time
does.
for all the mad things you've done. I'm happy you never got jail time.
Jail time?
Yes. Because consequences. Don't put up your eyebrow at
Who
me.
told you?
Don't put up
Listen,
your
I've been
eyebrow.
arrested and in a hole in
Oh, well, then
cell.
never mind.
But I never
mind.
really did real jail time. I build myself out.
And we're not going to do that again.
No, that. Let me tell you, girl,
See?
that is an experience you don't want.
I don't.
That's like sitting in the courthouse. So once you get arrested and you get the cuffs on you, then you got to go through that whole fingerprint thing and they asking you a million questions. Then you got to go in that damn waiting cell, holding cell or whatever. Girl, that thing was a big slab of like concrete. It was cold. I was there like, they took my shoelaces, my belt, everything. The man next door was like, damn, Ma, what you did? I said,
That's what I'm over here
You know what I'm
wondering too.
saying?
Like,
Like-
is it okay if I ask? Because inquiring minds me want to know.
I didn't.
Do you wanna share? You don't have to.
I got pulled over by the police in New Bedford, and they were being disrespectful to me, racial and different things. So I pulled them up, like, yo, what's your name and badge number? The police officer that first came to my window, the man, he checked himself, because I checked him like, there's no reason for you to be talking to me like this. So he checked himself. At the end of the whole transaction, when he gave me back my license and registration, I put my car in first gear because I was driving standard. The investigating officer lady came and I said, what's your name and badge number? Because I don't appreciate how you was dealing with me, whatever I said. She was like, something, something, something. I'm arresting you for disorderly conduct. I said, I said, I ain't doing that. I said, you gave me back my license and registration. Like, we went to Boston Latin Academy. I was there when we had that big melee and the Boston police came and told us all our rights. You remember the big
Yes.
melee on Warren Street?
That riot.
And Quincy
Listen, we're not
Street?
going to talk about that.
So I'm just bringing
Okay.
that up to say that Boston police came in and told us our rights, what we can ask the police, what we can't, and different things. I paid very much attention to that. I remember that because it was very traumatic. So the man gave me his name and badge number. She didn't like that. So that's when she popped my door open and was like, I'm arresting you for disorderly conduct. And I was like, I'm not moving. And I sat there holding on to my steering wheel, girl. And the whole thing is, I had my roommate next to me. She was pregnant. She's from Bahamas, okay? So she's like an international student. She was pregnant. We was going to find out like the sex of the baby. You know what I'm saying? So we was all excited and all of that trauma. I said, it's a pregnant lady right here. They trying to drag me out my car. I was not coming out my car. This is not even my town. This is New Bedford. This is not where I'm from.
Girl.
I'm not coming out. So they had to drag me out. I'm telling you, they drew me out that car because I was holding on for dear life.
Bro.
Then I got out, I got free. I ran around the car and then when I got around the other side of the car, my brain clicked. My mind said they're gonna shoot you. So I stopped running. I stopped, like, I wasn't running, but I made around the car. And I said, where you gonna go? This way, you don't even know this
Yo,
place
you was on some
again.
old-
No,
Catch
for
me if you
real.
can, nigga.
So, like, y'all not gonna
You was
catch
little Kim in
me.
their ass.
And then so
It's not funny, but
they
it
took me
is.
down. I said, but that experience was like,
Damn,
I had a
fam.
whole new understanding of like what men go through when they get arrested, because
Right.
they roughed me up. They really did. They like threw me down, and because the lady was a white lesbian lady who didn't like me. I don't know, there was racial issues in there too. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
But I lit her up that whole time in the back of that thing. I was just in African American literature class, that season, okay? Professor Hoagland, may he rest in peace. Listen, he taught me well. I lit her ass up. Then when they brought the transcript to the judge or to the lawyer, like, oh, you was talking about suppression. I said, I didn't say she was suppressing me. I said oppression. Hello, suppression is not the term I should use. The term I'm using is oppression. Okay, that's how you know this is some bullshit. That's not what I said, but everything else I say, yeah.
You tell me what you need to say. Tell us what you need to say.
Go ahead.
Say something. Say it. Oh, the body cam.
The body cam.
The body cam.
This was in 2003, maybe 2002. That was a long time ago.
That's
when
a
I was
minute
in
ago.
college, yeah, New Bedford. When I was in Dartmouth. Yeah, that's not a good place. New Bedford.
Girl.
Listen, I remember when we was driving through there coming from Boston. Like, we know Dudley, and it was
Yeah.
like a group of us from Boston. We was going on a little, what you call that? When you working in college, you got the little job. Whatever
intern.
it's called. Co-op
Oh, the
or whatever.
co-op,
And so
and
we
yeah,
had to
one of
go
them.
to the middle school, and we was all in one car. This is freshman year, and we don't know shit, but we got a driver. We go, and we was like, yo, lock the door. What the fuck? He was like, yo, this is worse than Dudley B. And we all was from Dorchester, Roxbury,
Right.
Mattapan. We was,
Listen.
it was back there.
I lock
said,
my doors
this
when I
is
go out
crazy.
there.
No,
I do.
when we was driving through New Bedford, and when they didn't, the state wanted to extend the train, the commuter rail. I say, yeah, they need to extend the commuter rail down there because then people need to get out. They need resources. You know what I'm
They
saying?
need to
No,
get
for
out.
real. No. You don't understand. It's serious
What is it that
down there.
pisses
They
you
need
off, AB?
resources in that area.
People out here, and white folks, will talk a bunch of shit about Roxbury, doing But when you go out there, it looks like land of the dead, right? Like
This is New Bedford.
Listen.
trailer park.
Listen.
So you think about Worcester. I'm sorry to be talking about these people's places, but you think about Worcester. New Bedford is less than that.
Listen.
Yeah.
Hello.
Right.
Y'all do realize that is not one of the topics of conversation
And we
this
talking
evening.
about healing and
We are
sacred
talking
changes.
about healing
This is
and
what
sacred
sacred changes
changes.
is about, though. Listen, you're living in a place that ain't working for you. Get out of there. Okay.
Hello. Yes.
Natal chart. Yes.
So,
Natal chart.
we started to talk about the natal charts after we talked about your affirmations. Before, real quick, you said you are Sacred Changes on YouTube, where they can follow you, subscribe, and
Right now,
those
it's on
affirmations.
Self-Love Heals Trauma.
Self-Love Heals Trauma.
But
right
I
now.
will be transferring everything over to Sacred Changes, where
Okay.
I will be doing some reaction videos. I will be talking about different emotional wounds like betrayal, abandonment, neglect, cultural identity things, like how that affects you, different things you can do to heal it. Yeah.
I'm here for that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you ready to talk about those natal charts?
Whenever.
Yeah, listen. She's
ready?
like, I'm doing whatever you want to
You
do today,
ready?
Panza.
This is your show. I'm just here.
You're my guest. I'm highlighting you, baby.
It's
You
your
are the
show, though.
star today and every day. But
Right,
right now,
right,
in this
right,
moment
right.
specifically, I'm highlighting you, sweetheart. You're my guest.
Thank
You're my
you. See?
Star.
We need to work on that.
Yes. And you know what I
we
like?
need
I
to
like the
work on
fact that
that.
you said thank you and didn't try to give me a compliment back. Take the compliment.
Yeah, we've
Sit
been
with
working
it.
on that.
You're the
Take
star.
the compliment. Thank
Yes.
you. Take the
You're
shine.
welcome.
All of that.
So let's talk about those natal charts. What is a natal chart? Explain that.
So a natal chart is like a snapshot of the heavens, all the planets where they were when you were born.
Right.
And that energy affects you.
It does, because we know what happens up above happens below.
As above, so below. That's one
Right.
of the Hermetic laws.
Right.
People be thinking people make these things up.
And we're
That's a
not.
real
It's a
hermetic.
real
That's a
thing.
real law. As above, so below.
As above, so
As
below.
within, so without. Like it's a real
Yes.
thing. So what's going on up in the heavens affect us. So when you're born, people think like they think of astrology and they think about like your horoscope, which is like predictive astrology. I don't do predictive astrology. Like you could read that, but that's not what I do. I look at astrology and I use it for healing because it's like your personal instruction manual for your life and what you came here to do, your soul
Right, your
contract,
purpose.
what you need to learn, what you need to heal, all these different things. So there's 12 houses. People don't really look at the houses because the houses really are significant. And it's kind of hard to explain. So
I'm
that's
still
why I was
learning
like-
about the houses, but just
So-
give them the basics. Like,
So there's 12 houses, and each house is like yourself, your home, different things. So you say you have like Mars in a sign in the certain house. So Mars is how you go about action, how you like your drive, like
Right.
your fire, you know what I mean?
Right.
And so if it's in a certain sign, then it's going to behaving like how that sign behaves. So like me as and so that's a whole other thing. My core self is an Aquarius, my personality. So like my Mars in Aquarius is going to be that person's probably going to be a little quirky, a little unruly, a little innovative, rebellious, you know what I'm saying? But then in a certain house now is like how it kind of like that whole energy comes to play out. Like what lessons are you going to learn? You know what I mean? Like your house is really significant. Like they don't really tell you that part. So I would say that part about the natal chart. What else? So there's 12 houses. So your natal chart, you're not just when you look at your horoscope, that's usually your sun sign. But you should also look at your moon sign, which is like your emotions. You know what I mean? Like your inner self, how you deal with things. You have your Mercury, which is how you communicate.
your Venus, how you love.
Your Venus, how you love. Chiron or Chiron, Chiron, that is the planet of Chiron.
Yeah.
Thank you. Chiron is, I never know, because CHI is also Chi, and you know what I'm saying? I'd be all
Depending on
jacked
the
up.
derivative where it came from.
Right.
Right.
So, but that planet, which I think is really an asteroid, is like your wounded healer. So, like, if you're trying to heal certain things, like that would be a place where you want to look at. In your 4th house, in your 8th house, in your 12th house. Like, if you're trying to heal, like, certain, like, things, you know, like, you're triggered a lot, or you got a lot of, like, family things going on. Like me, I got abandonment issues. It's all in my chart. When I looked at my chart and I seen that, I said, oh, but was it just a coincidence? Like they didn't just leave me here. Like, oh, I had to learn these things, which the abandonment is now like, you got to learn self-love. You know what I'm saying? You got to learn like to rely on yourself, like not look outside of yourself for love. You got to like know that you're okay, regardless of what's going on. You know what I
the
mean?
outside.
So that's what your chart tells you a whole lot. Like, and if you're looking for like work, you know what I'm saying? Like your natal chart also holds that. Like you could look at your Saturn. You can look at like your north node is a north node and a south node. The south node is like past like karmic stuff. So like that's another part you want to look at your chart if you want to do healing stuff. If you're dealing with like again generational stuff or why is this? What is this? You know what I'm saying? It could be from like some past life or something like that, or some past karma. Like it's all in your chart.
Yeah, it is.
Lilith is in your chart too.
I love Lilith, and
Lilith.
people
Lilith
don't talk
is
about
like
her
a,
enough. You know who Lilith is, Javi?
Excuse me.
First.
That's Adam's first
His
wife.
first wife, yeah.
Adam's first wife. No, that's what's up. Lilith is another part. If you want to do like healing, you want to look at that part of your chart.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did I get all the parts? There's like Pluto, like all the planets up there, like they
Right.
affect us. Like
So-
all those things
And then
affect us
to
down here.
bring it to the science people, the same way that the moon affects
The
the,
tides,
oceans
yep.
and things of that nature, like when we have the new moon, there's usually low tide. So if the moon can affect big bodies of water, and the human body is approximately, 70% water, imagine what it could do to you. So a lot of people be like, oh, no, that's crazy.
Imagine if you're dehydrated too.
When you know, you know what I
When
mean?
you're dehydrated.
So I like it, like you said, to
Lacking
figure
water.
out myself. And being a Cancer, moon, Cancer rising, and Pisces, I'm full of emotions. All
That's
that
all
water.
water. It's all water.
All that water.
So like my sun sign is Aquarius, right? I think people are shocked. Like when they see me, they're shocked that like when I start talking, like,
Did she say
you know what I'm
that?
saying? Because my rising, so your rising sign is like how you present to the world. So like it's a Scorpio. Again, I do think people like find me like mysterious and like very sexy and like all these things like Scorpio has. And I just be like, don't look at me
Scorpios are
like that
very
because that
sexy.
Aquarius is like, bitch, back up.
Scorpios,
Like,
Scorpios
back
definitely
up.
have a very
You know what
sexy
I'm saying?
vibe to them.
Yeah.
They do.
Right. And then my moon is Capricorn, which is very detached and cold. Not really, but like, yeah,
But-
we could
but
be
really,
kind of
yeah.
like, yeah, leave me alone.
Because you guys are earth signs.
Yeah, we're very,
so
like-
logic.
Yeah. So,
There's not a lot of emotion in there.
right. They don't want like huggy. They're not huggy
Yeah.
type people. They're
No.
not like affectionate. They can be, but not really.
Right.
Yeah.
Anybody can be something. But
Yeah, because you
you're
know, we go through, yeah.
right. But your baseline, we adapt. Everybody
Yeah.
in life people can adapt to life.
Right.
So,
And
but your
so-
baseline is usually
But like my Mars sign, like my Mars, how I do things, that doesn't make sense. I ain't telling y'all all my business.
Me neither.
And I'm gonna tell y'all also, you should not be telling people all of your astrology placements. Like your first three, that's cool. But your astrology chart, you should not have your astrology chart like that circle with all the placements out in the open. You shouldn't be telling people, oh, my thing is in this sign and that in whatever house down to the specifics. Like people could do voodoo on you, do an obi on your ass using your chart. Okay, let me just tell y'all that.
But when
Because
you're
that
protected,
really
you're
is you.
protected.
I just had to put that in there. Like protect yourself, protect your energy. That's you. That's
Yeah.
your essence. So you want to
Yeah.
protect that. You don't want to have that out in
Just
the
out
streets.
anywhere and everywhere.
You know
It's
what I'm saying?
very
And I will also
sacred
say,
information.
to do your birth chart and get all of those placements, you need to know what time you were born.
Right. You need to know the time
your
and
exact
where.
time of birth and your location to get all of that. If you don't know that, then you won't be able to know your rising sign. You won't be able to know, like, I think your Chiron, Lilith, like a lot
All
of
of
other
that.
placements without knowing your time and where.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you could still kind of narrow it down, but you won't know the exact what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. I love all of this of what you are doing right now. I do. I do.
Like, this is what I love.
Mm.
Did we talk about the nervous system?
We did. Do we
Okay.
have the time for
Yeah, we did with the herbs.
We did. We talked about the nervous system with the herbs. Is there anything else you want to dive into?
I don't know. We
talked about the natal chart.
I will say, people just got to love yourself. That's all I do want people to do. Like, love yourself. Like, love yourself. All parts of you. Like, they got people out there bleaching their skin, doing all kind of injection, fake hair, lash, all color. Love yourself. Like, look in the mirror. I didn't realize I was cute until I was like 25. And I still like very humble about it. And then I'd be like coming here, somebody was trying to holler at me from across the street. And I'm like, oh, they like me. Because I'm very humble. But people be like, men would be like, oh, you're gorgeous and different things. And I'm like, you just really lusting on the outside because
Yeah.
you don't even really know me. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's like, if you really got to know me, would you really like
that
me?
way
You know what
still.
I'm saying? Like, and I'm not performing, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I'm not doing all these things. Like, set up boundaries. Have a sacred no. Like, it's okay to say no. You don't want to do something. Like, no.
Abs- no is
You know
a full
what I'm saying? Like,
sentence.
no, full stop. That's it.
No.
No. Sacred no. Practice saying no because a lot of us are people pleasing, which is also called
lot.
fawning. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
a
Like
lot.
people pleasing. That's what the states. You have the survival states. You have fight or flight. You have freeze. You have the fawning.
but
You
the
have
thing
these
is,
different states.
a lot
but
of
the
people
pleasing
aren't-
is like
The thing is, a lot of people aren't even aware that they're doing these things. They're not aware that these things even exist.
self-awareness. Yeah.
So that's honestly where it begins. It begins on your journey of wanting
And this is
to
what, for
understand
me,
yourself.
This is what Sacred Changes is because something is missing. People are not making that connection. There's nobody really teaching that. Mental health is kind of new. You know what I'm saying? Like, and for us Black people, West Indian people, people of color, or whatever you want to call it, it's like, ain't nobody teaching us these things.
They're not.
We've been living in the survival state since
From time.
Since how long we've
From
been in a
time.
survival
That's what people.
state.
That's you know that's from
We don't
time.
really
This
know
been going on
peace.
from time.
We don't really know peace. We go and we distract ourselves. We drink, we
Yes.
smoke, we do this to distract
Self-medicate.
ourselves. We self-medicate. But we don't really know like what a calm state was. I didn't really know what a calm state was until I want to say last summer when I got Reiki done with Sarah, my life coach, and I be big up Sarah Melcher because
Big up
Sarah
to the
come
Reiki
with
life coach, Sarah.
She has Native
Shout out to
American
you.
indigenous roots. You know what I'm saying? She come with the sound bath and the Reiki. I never felt grounded until I had the Reiki because I'm also an air sign. I'm just like air. Like air signs are not grounded. We're not. We just flowing all over the place. When I got Reiki and I got grounded, and I swear I had like a spiritual orgasm. Like I talked about that briefly on my socials. Like that
Those
was
things
like
are
the
real.
best thing. Like that was like wow. And I was like, oh, no, I'm trying to stay in this state of mind.
Yeah,
So this is
it
how
feels
come I
good.
know about all the nervines and the adaptogens. And I've been looking them up way before the crash out. That's how I know about like Damiana, like lavender and things like that. Damiana really is kind of like a Prozac, like that. Let me tell you. Then you be horny. I'm just trying to tell y'all, you be happy.
So wait.
Don't
Tell me about that
listen.
one. Let's talk about that one
It's
for
a
the
very,
people.
it makes you happy and then you be horny. Like that's just what
You
it
just want to be
is.
bowling down to
you
place like a little
ready.
bunny.
Yeah, you be ready.
Oh.
Get you in
Look
trouble.
at AV's face. He's like,
You
I'm
be
taking
ready.
mental notes for my
Listen,
wife.
you be ready.
She might know though. She might know though.
Yeah,
So
you
the
be
people that
ready.
is listening, give
So-
them that herb one more time to
Damiana, Damiana.
Damiana?
I don't know if I say it right, but
D-A-M-I-A-N-A, Damiana. I would pronounce it Damiana if-
Damiana, right?
if I was reading
the
it.
Latin, it's like Damiana. I don't know. Damiana, it's a herb.
Okay. Appreciate
So,
all
like,
of this
yeah.
wonderful, fantastic information. AV, do you have any questions, comments, or concerns for our lovely Shandu of Sacred Changes?
Honestly, I just, we talked earlier, I come from a totally different world than this, but I really appreciate someone who's mastered their craft and knows what they're talking about and really did the hard work to be what I can put, from my perspective, as an expert in the field.
Thank you.
Hey.
That's part of the reason why not only do you physically attract you, but I can see why people will be attracted to you.
Thank you, Harvey. Thank you. I appreciate that. Blessed love. Yes, I. Respect back.
Before we head out, I stole this from my wonderful, lovely Nettie Boo. I have a quick question for you.
From Nettie Boo?
No, just in general. I
okay.
stole this question from her for future
okay.
for guests.
Okay,
It's something we
gotcha.
throw out there at the end of the show.
Gotcha.
What is your guilty pleasure?
My guilty pleasure?
Yeah, what is a guilty pleasure of yours?
Why guilty?
I don't know, something you know you shouldn't be doing, but you do it. We all have them. We're
I
human.
can't say that on this
Pick
thing.
something. Pick one that you can say. Look at that. You see, this is crazy. And I'm thinking she's going to say like a strawberry shortcake or something. She's like, I can't say that.
That thing, girl. Fuck, like that thing. Like, I love me some men.
That thing,
hello.
You took some of them herbs before you came here,
I
girl.
told you I took my grounding oil.
Well, ground yourself. Ground it.
I think I did very well.
Ground
I didn't
it.
Cuss a
Ground
lot.
it.
I was very PG with my
Ground
response
it.
to you.
Ground
She
it.
ain't jumping right now. She cool. She cool.
I swear, I absolutely love my guests that come on to Pentagasms. They absolutely make the show what it is.
Unruly. Okay.
They make the show what it is. Thank you for tuning in, everyone. If you
Oh,
are
is that
watching the
making
live
noise?
on
Sorry.
Facebook or if you are watching the live over here on TikTok, thank you for tuning in. We are here every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern
Hello,
Standard Time.
before we go,
she
on
got something to
August
say.
20th, we got the Smoking Toke coming up. Because you done forgot
thank
your whole thing. We got the
you.
Smoking Toke coming up. Yours truly will be in attendance.
I completely
We
forgot
got the
about
Smoking
that.
the Toke
Yes,
coming
before
up
we
August
leave.
20th. The tickets are on Eventbrite right now. Get
You
your
know what?
tickets
Thank
now.
you.
Hello,
Thank you so
done
much.
forgot about yourself.
I absolutely
remember-
forgot about
See, that's why
myself.
you gotta
Self-love.
have good people around
is.
you
It is
to
good to
remember,
have
make sure.
People that are supporting you, people
you
that
know.
are not in competition with you,
Facts.
people that want to see you win, people that want to see you
Facts.
thrive.
You
It
don't
is
need
good
to
to
be
have
in no
those type
competition
of
with
people
one
around you.
another.
So thank you for reminding me of my
Yeah.
own event that I
Is there
forgot
anything
about.
else you need to tell us about the Smoking
I'm
Toke?
about
Go
to throw it
ahead.
out there right now. So August, September 20th, 2025, from 5:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be right here at Spark FM Media Arts and Center outside under the tents where we can partake in some yoga and medicinal. Well, I'm not even going to say it's medicinal. It's cannabis.
Retoken.
Cannabis of your own. If you partake in the flower, come out and do some yoga with it. We have vendors that will have infused foods. With your ticket price, I
Chimichurri?
collaborated with Chimichurri. I collaborated with Perplexed Plates, where you would get a treat, a fantastic treat. And if you've been to my
that
events in the past,
chimichurri?
Perplexed Plates.
Listen, y'all, don't sleep on perplexed plates, okay? Because
Listen.
that food is bussin'. Don't
And he-
sleep.
and his
He got
treats
the
are amazing.
chimichurri little sauce. He got a little hot sauce. Listen, what he making? I'm there. I'm for it.
I'm not telling you what's in your goodie bag.
yeah,
Just know your
I'm
ticket
for
got
it.
some goodies
Don't
from
sleep.
Perplex Plates. We have some oil from Sacred Changes, and you will also get a beverage because if you partake in the toking, dry mouth happens. I have collaborated with Lime Life. We did a fantastic program together with E for All. So thank you very much for all the collaborators. My vendors, I have Chasen the Chicken. He will be serving the food. The menu is also on Eventbrite if you're looking for the menu with the prices.
What you said, chicken?
Chasing the Chicken. So there's going to be like baked macaroni with the infused butter to put on top, yams. Go on
You need to be
Eventbrite.
telling us that
Go
part.
on Eventbrite and
Hold
look up.
on.
There's
We
a
need-
full menu out there. I'm sharing it. It's all over the place. Yoga with Panda, Pandagasms. My menu is everywhere. As long as we cannot
need
smoke
to
in the
put
building.
candied
We
yams
are
on the
only allowed to
flyer.
smoke outside. It is legal to smoke in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts.
Inside.
Outside.
Do you remember when people used to smoke cigarettes inside?
Yes, I do
We
remember
need
that.
to go
And
back to that for weed, though.
so for weed.
The cigarettes was killing us.
However,
weed ain't gonna kill us.
do you want me to talk about the event? Do y'all want me to talk about this event or not?
Sorry, ADD.
So yes, September 20th, 5:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. We will have some vendors here, your goodie bag. And we're gonna do some yoga while we're on cloud nine. You
And
feel
I
me?
will add also that yoga is a way to heal your body and release
somatic
emotions
energy.
and energy out your body. It is
We
a
will
way.
have
This is
music. We will have DJs. So there'll be a nice vibe going to keep everything, the mixing and the mingling, some networking. We will have, oh my goodness, I think that's about it. Yeah. Oh, no, we're going to do the sound bath. So I have the sound bath and meditation. So at the end of the yoga flow, there will be a wonderful sound bath and meditation. I will be doing your sound bath.
and I will be doing your meditation.
Sacred Changes will be doing your meditation as I play my sound bowls. So make sure you go on Eventbrite, get those tickets. It's going to be a great time. It's going to be a vibe. That's all I got about the event. Thank you for reminding me because I definitely forgot. I was so like
No problem. I had to turn
wrapped
my mic
up
off
into
to
this with
control
you.
myself.
Yes, controller Keisha. But yeah, so before we leave, so once again, thank you again for tuning in to Pandagasms. Take a look at us on YouTube, subscribe, follow, like, share, tell a friend to tell a friend. And don't forget to come out September 20th to Spark FM at 1195 Blue Hill Live from 5:30
Token
p.m.
Flow.
to 8 p.m. to the Token Flow. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Get those tickets on Eventbrite. Come do some yoga with me.